Alright. Hello, how's it going? I am here with some more Paper Mario. Last time I beat the game, and so now I just want to do some troubles so I can 100% this game. Because I've never 100%ed TTYD before. I figured this would be a good time to do it with the remake. Alright, let's go complete some troubles. I don't believe I have one active, nope. So, what trouble shall we do first? Actually, I kind of want to buy the rest of the badges from the badge shop up here. Because I believe there should be exactly as many left as there are open spaces. Yep, box is empty. Which is a really cool detail. I do want to do some badge duping at some point. So it'll be nice to just have as many badges as possible. Oh right, I leveled up after Grotus and didn't equip anything. I probably don't need this many HP pluses. At least not for, not for just running around. I'm probably fine with taking some of these off too. I think I'll put on... I'm gonna assume that Item Hog doesn't work if you don't actually battle something, like if you use Bump Attack. I'm tempted to just do any battles that I come across and equip Money Money. And Item Hog. So maybe I will just do some battles because it won't take that long. And I'd like to try and get some items and stuff. Because there's the chance that I get like a badge drop or something, and that'd be pretty cool. That would help me get to 200 badges so I can attempt some badge duping. One more BP and I can get PFD down just to make some battles go faster. Let me see. I could also equip Flower Finder, I guess. That would help. I think I'm fine with that. Flower Finder should be 3. Here we are. Oh yeah, and I can't forget to buy a Super Luigi. Oh wait, I should do item management. Because I'm totally full. Okay. I might store the rest. That is a lot of Ultra Mushrooms, though. How many Life Mushrooms do I have? I already have way too many. I don't think I'm going to be using this many. And I can just buy more if I need them. Also, Mushroom Crepe sells for 100. So I might just make 2 Jelly Ultras and then grab a cake mix and make a Mushroom Crepe and then just sell all of that. Because I really don't need all of these items. And at the very worst, I play a few rounds of plain game to get an Ultra plus a Jammin', but at the same time, Zest Deluxe is just going to be enough, and that's super easy to make, so... And takes less time than grinding plain game for those items. Honestly, while I'm at it, I might just get rid of all of these Ultras. I have 5 Life Mushrooms. That makes an even 10, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cake mixes. And I'll store this as well. I mean, I can probably sell the Jelly Ultra that's on me, but, well, I might keep 1 or 2 of the Jelly Ultras for the second pit run. I'm gonna need the Keel Mango for a trouble, so... Well, then again, I can just grab it when I need it. So I'll store this. I might just keep the Jelly Ultras for now. And get 5 cake mixes to sell some mushroom crepes. Also, let's check the lottery, because I haven't done that in a week. I ended the stream and didn't want to restart, because I wanted to have that cutscene at the beginning play on stream. So I haven't checked the lottery. Okay, I get a life mushroom. Make that 11. How much does it cost in here? 40? Oh, 50. So if I sell it in here, it should be worth more, right? Yeah. Because I think normally it sells for 20, doesn't it? Because I know there are a lot of items that you can sell at specific stores to make just a little bit more money. I wonder how much a shroom roast sells for. Because maybe I could have bought the dried shroom, cooked it, and then sold it for a bit more. Alright, and that should be 5. Yes. So now let's go do some cooking. And honestly, I have enough coins to where I probably don't need to worry about, like, cooking these up before I sell them. But at the same time, I don't really know how many coins I'm gonna need for the end game. Because I'll probably end up doing some plain game grinding for Piantas, but at the same time, it might be nice to have the option to just buy some, even though it's super coin inefficient. Also, I wonder, were you not allowed to use the same item in cooking in the original? Because in the original, it popped up a different looking menu where, like, I don't think anything grayed out like it does here. Like, it pulled up a different menu each time for each ingredient. So, I don't know. Alright, and I think that's all I wanted to make. Give me 1 second. Just sharing the stream right now. Alrighty. So time to sell some of these items. I might just keep one of these, or keep both of these. And I had one mushroom crepe on me, so I think I'll keep that one. And I think I will store. I kind of want to sell some items in storage. I don't know if I'm going to end up using this trial stew. Not sure. Alright. Now let's do some troubles. Right after I buy out Charlieton, I think. Because I just kind of want to clear his items. I know this isn't required for 100%, but I don't know. Part of me feels like I just want to do everything I can do. I might actually keep the boost sheet, honestly. I know I have several of them, but there we go. This is any sort of food, right? I think so. I want to take one on Keelhaul Key really quick. I mean, I guess this one is on Keelhaul Key, right? The reason I wanted to go to Keelhalki first is so I can do this right away. I want to get all of the whack-a-bumps that I can. Is that the last one? It appears so. And now we wait. Honestly, if I'm going to be doing battles, I should probably buy as many super appeals as I can right now. I need to do this, I believe. Because I'm going to be battling with Item Hog on. Like, I don't know. For badge duping, I'm going to be like grinding on enemies to get a badge drop, because I don't think I have any badges in the overworld left to collect. I think I got all of them. Which makes... Is there a... Okay. My PC monitor is blocking that part of the screen. There's nothing over here, right? I need to go back down. Oh, there is something over here. Is there going to be a boat panel over here? Oh, this goes to the... Doesn't this go to the sluice gate handle? Yeah. Yeah, if I'm going to be like grinding for badges for badge duping anyway, I might as well, and I want to take these fights. Then I might as well fill up my badge list now in case Item Hog gives me a badge drop. Also, I'll probably be leaving items behind because I really don't need them. Oops. Okay. Still had barely enough time. Dang. Oh, I should have quick chill out. There we go. They have 2 defense? Yeah. I believe I took off all or nothing. Ooh, that's a lot of money. And I forgot that I equipped 2 monies, but... Whoops. It's okay, multi-bounds should take care of these guys, right? I don't need these. Yeah, after this trouble is done, I'm going to, when I go back to Roadport, I might grind a bit for, super appeals. To, fill up my badge inventory. Whoops. Oh well, Yoshi should take care of this. Do they have 1 defense? I think so. Because I believe Yoshi should be dealing 6. Because it was dealing 4 for the longest time. And then I got P up, D down, P, and I found a Dark Wizard with a Power plus P. Alright, I do want to go through this dialogue. Not too goth for me. I love the whole, like, goth punk aesthetic. Maybe you could tell from my avatar. Was that a threat? Mouse, come over here. Real talk for a second. Do you just threaten this man? I think that's illegal. Well, I guess stealing stuff is also illegal, so par for the course, I guess. I know that feel. Sorry, Coops. I tried. Alright. Just wanted to let that play out. Whoops. Depth perception. So a couple things I find pretty cool about that whole thing. Whenever you... What? Okay. Whenever you introduce Goom Goom to like a male party member, he's not like, oh, that's a dude. I don't date dudes. He's like, yeah, they're pretty cool, but like, not really what I'm looking for. Except Bobbery, I guess. Bobbery was a total mismatch. And then, with Goombella, like, saying that she's going out with Mario, that implies that, like, interspecies relationships happen in the Mario universe, or at least like Paper Mario. Because Goom Goom isn't like, wait, what? What are you doing? He's like, oh man, that stinks. Like, he has a pretty normal reaction to that. Actually going to withdraw that. Then I'm going to sell all of these on the XS Express. So I sold 3 of them? I thought I only sold like 1 or 2. So like, Gumkum may be picky and shallow, but like, he doesn't seem like a close-minded guy. There, and that's his inventory bought out. Oh wait, this shop pays slightly more for whack-a-bumps, because I think Keelhaul Key was 50. And Toad Bros Bazaar was 55. Let's see, so how many badges I'm gonna need? So this skips 5 at a time. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 1. So I need 59. 59 times 60 piantas per badge is 3,540. Do I have that many? Oh, I need to do a little bit of grinding. But not that much, actually. Let's see if I've still got it. Because I haven't played this in a while. Nope. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was weird. I held back and it just didn't want to. That's more like it. I actually don't need that many more. I'm stalling. No, okay, there we go. Honestly, you could have just bought some piantas, but this is the fun way. This isn't gonna make it. Cool. And I got, like, most of the like, floating piantas, too. I'm satisfied with that. So now I have just enough to fill up my inventory. And 40 more piantas on top of that. So it's time to click A million bajillion times. I actually wanted to see how many super appeals it takes to completely fill up 8 SP. I believe it's like 30 something. So each super appeal adds a quarter of an orb. So if we assume that an appeal is like half of an orb, which at this level it's probably more than that, like 0.75 to 1 orb. But if we assume that it's half of an orb, then we need to get 7.5 orbs. Divide that by, or no, 7.5 multiplied by 4 is 30. So I'm going to get just enough super appeals to be able to like completely restore my my SP, and the rest I'll get. For the rest, I'll get refunds. I know I don't have very interesting commentary for just clicking the A button over and over. My interesting commentary is that I just don't have interesting commentary. But I guess my interesting commentary being that I have no interesting commentary means that that commentary in and of itself would have to be interesting, which it probably isn't. So it's really just commentary, bad commentary, that I don't have any interesting commentary. Commentary doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Can't wait to turn that into the most boring short anyone has ever seen. Oh. Okay. I guess I miscalculated a little bit. Oh, right. I don't think I counted the one that I was hovering over as one. Because I pressed right a bunch of times to count, and then pressed down and counted that as another one, without counting the one that I was currently hovering on. Alright. Now, anytime we get a badge drop, we can do some badge duping. If I would have gotten a badge drop from going to Keel Hall Key, I would have been pretty upset. So does the key spawn now? Can I just, like, go get it right now? The first things I want to do are probably Simplifier and Unsimplifier. At least one of each. And then after that I'll probably dupe a Jumpman. I wonder if in the original, if you, like, found the key before you even talked to them for the first time, if it stays in the same, like, dialogue interaction like it did there, or if it, like, ends the dialogue interaction and then you have to talk to him again to give him the key. Because I know the remake added some quality of life stuff with, like, if you already have the key before you talk to the black chest, then you don't have to talk to it again in the remake, whereas if you... in the original, you did have to talk to it again, I believe. Also, I like how Goomfrey is just the character that, wait, is this? Yeah, I believe this is Goomfrey, right? Yeah. I like how Goomfrey is just the person who gets rid of stuff. Because he's the guy who gets rid of this box. And he's also the guy who gets rid of all of the swimming trunks, or not the swimming trunks, all of the dirty shorts in Julian's Trouble. Now, okay, I just thought of something really stupid. Now I really wish all of the shorts that you get rid of are called boxer shorts. Also, I'm pretty sure for this you don't actually need to be accurate. But I want to be accurate anyway. I do kind of want to see if anything special happens if you give him like the most outlandish prices. Because normally he's like... normally he's like, that's rough, like I can't compete with those prices, but I wonder if I told him like a tasty tonic is 198 coins. If he'd be like, oh yeah, I can compete with that. It's not this guy. It's the other guy. This guy named Mario saved the whole world in the Sarkis Hour. Huh, you're Mario? I've never seen that dialogue before. I don't think I've ever, like, went around and just talked to a bunch of people. What lies in the pit of 100 trials? Fabled creature spotted. Early this morning, we received a report that a mysterious creature has taken up residence deep within the pit of 100 trials, already rumored to be the lair of an evil dragon. According to the eyewitness that spotted it, part of it looked a lot like a certain creature said to be extinct. We call upon our readers to send in any additional information you might have, should you encounter it. To any brave readers that wish to test their skills in the pit of 100 trials, careful preparation is a must. Know our editorial department will be cheering you on. To any good little children who might be reading this, the Pit of 100 Trials is very dangerous. Don't go near it. But if you do, don't mention this newsletter. And that is what I was waiting for. I'm still going to do the second pit run last, I think, because I think that's a nice thing to end on. I do kind of want to have the special reward for, like, doing all of this, because then then I'll get to spend more time with it, but, meh. There's still some testing that I can do afterward. Oh, I think he might be out here. If not now, then at least for one of them. Yeah, here we go. Oh dang, I should have kept that 11th life shroom, actually. Because then I could give one to the Puny Elder and still have a clean 10 left over. Oh well. I really don't care all that much. There's not much difference between 9 and 10. I just think 10 is a cleaner number. A lot of thunder happening outside. So I believe this guy just wants anything edible. So we'll go buy a cheap mushroom really quick. And I'm going to take out that life shroom as well. Well, I guess I could also withdraw the Keel Mango since I'm here, because I am going to need that later. Out on the docks, right. How cool would it be if the coin reward you got from that trouble was based on like the value of the item you gave him? Or maybe there's just like a couple different tiers where the cheap tier is like, hey, cool, you saved me, here you go. And like the high tier is like, wow, that must have been really expensive, or like, that was the most delicious thing I've ever had. Like, here's extra money. For Mayor Kroop's trouble, I really love his dialogue. I don't think I'm gonna do a voice, but I am gonna read it out because I want to appreciate it, and I want you to appreciate it as well. Well, Murphy, you must have gotten my request. Good, good. Truth be told, I've been a touch lonely here with no one to talk to. Since you're here, why don't you relax with me for a bit? Indulge in old Koopa. Ooh, to tell you the truth, I've got a few things to say about kids these days. Their tempers are too short for their own good, for one. Makes me want to give them a good stern finger wagging. Why, I was shopping at the Toad Bros Bazaar the other day. I was trying to pay and my coin purse was stuck closed, and the kid behind me said, "Hey geezer, wanna pay so we can get out of here before the sun goes down?" Now, I may be a geezer, but sundown was clearly taking longer than I was. Clearly! Speaking of sundown reminds me of dating the missus back before she was the missus. Always had to have her home by sundown, yes sir. Her pa was an absolute maniac. Yep, I'd keep my eyes on the sun and off the face of my missus. Gentlemanly, eh? Actually, it was sort of awkward. Kind of blinding in a painful sort of way. Just thinking about it makes me feel awkward. Isn't memory grand? But that's not what I was talking about. Now, where was I? Oh, that's right. Kids today. They know nothing about patience, I tell you. I want to stand up and yell, "Hey, you punks, be more patient, right now!" Speaking of which, I think I proclaimed my love for the missus in a loud voice. Yep, she was leaving on a train and I yelled it from the platform, like in a movie. Now, what was it that I yelled to her? Something about her shell, maybe. Oh, wait, I think I've strayed from my main point again. Or wait, did I? Anyhow, me and the missus were madly in love. Head over shells, I tell you. No, wait, my point was something about kids today, right? Aw, whatever. Oh, my dear sweet missus, the way you comb my eyebrows, such tenderness. Huzzah? Oh, sorry, I got distracted there. Anyway, you get my point. Sorry I had to listen through all that. Wasn't too boring, though, I'd wager. I'm just happy to get a little FaceTime with the youth of today. Oops, I forgot to set out the tea. Aren't I an old ninny? My apologies. In fact, I haven't even added the hot water part. Awful sorry. Yeah, boy, if you cook a turley leaf, you can make some amazing tea. But if you change your mind, you can come back and listen to me yap anytime. I actually don't remember what all this guy needs. Right. You don't even sell courage shells. Like, I don't get what you mean by restock, if they were never stocked in the first place. Man, if I'd have known, I would have just gotten them while I was here. Whoops. I really wish you could take on multiple troubles at once. Like, the remake does some really good things in making this game even better than the original. And I feel like it's not missing much, but if there's anything they didn't add that I really wish they did, it's like being able to accept multiple troubles. Also, I'm just gonna sell that Thunder Rage. Oh, not bad. I'm gonna store that. Life mushroom, this is the one. Also, I need a life mushroom. Like, I'm not in any hurry, but it's gotta at least be before my time comes. You know, I never thought about this, but this implies that... Okay, so in Paper Mario, like, HP is your... It kind of acts as your vitality, I guess, where it's like, you know, your strength to fight. It's not necessarily a measure of your life. So this implies that if somebody dies, then they can just be revived by a life shroom. Like, it's not necessarily about, like, losing the strength to fight. Like, it helps if you die. So, like, with a big enough stock of life shrooms, anybody, even people who don't fight, can just be immortal? I mean, I guess we already had something like that with 1-ups in, like, every Mario game ever. Where with enough 1-ups, you're just totally immortal. And that's kind of a weird implication. Like, it means that anyone with a life shroom just can't die, even of old age. Like, you just continue living. I am gonna guess that, like, the older you get, the faster you go through them, though. Or eventually it just becomes extremely expensive because you're buying way too many life shrooms. So maybe you're not, like, totally immortal. Because, like, if the amount of life shrooms you need increases exponentially, like, the older you get, then at some point it just stops being worth it, right? Like, it just becomes way too expensive to be sustainable. Hello, Ari. How's it going? Did Merlee just rhyme hut with hut? That's good. I appreciate you stopping by. It's always great to see you. What have you been up to lately? At the lake? Ooh, nice. I don't go to lakes very often, but I don't know. Maybe I should, because it's always a pretty sight whenever I go to one. The last time I went to a lake was maybe a couple months ago. And I just felt compelled to take a picture because it was such a nice sight. Also, I might need to bring Merlee a ruin powder or a cake mix. Actually, I don't remember if I need to bring her anything. I think I do, but I'm not going to like get a ruin powder or a cake mix and have it turn out that I didn't need to get one. But my bet right now is that I'm going to need a ruin powder. We checked out RiverQuest. Oh no, I totally forgot. I'm really sorry. Cake mix, okay. Let me write that down. So I can try to remember to check it out. There we go. I wrote it down, so hopefully I can remember to check it out. Also, I guess it wouldn't make much sense if she asked for a ruin powder, because the earliest you can get that is like chapter 4. Because you can get a spite pouch from chapter 4 and a ruin powder, or excuse me, and a point swap from chapter 3. But the earliest you can actually buy a ruin powder is chapter 7. Though they do give you one in chapter 5. I think you can find one ruin powder in chapter 5. But it still might be a little late. I guess I assumed that she would ask for, like, the item that's harder to get, but it makes sense that she doesn't, because I think this trouble appears within the first few chapters. And so there would be no way to get a ruin powder, like, when the... Oops, that's the wrong pipe. There'd be no way to get a ruin powder, like, when the trouble appears. Also, I beat the game last week, and so I'm going for 100% by doing all of the side quests right now. I'm hoping I'll be able to finish all of them in this stream. And then next stream I'm planning to do the pit a second time. The Pit of 100 Trials. Alright, and on to the next one. So time to go to Twilight Town. Let's play a game to try to guess how much my playtime on Elden Ring is. 200 hours is my guess. Elden Ring and like Souls games in general is something I've always wanted to check out because I feel like I have the patience for it. But I haven't really 118 hours? Nice. I haven't really gotten the chance to check out any of the Souls games, but I've heard Elden Ring is super good, and that does make me want to check it out. I feel like I kind of want to play some of the Souls games first, though, just to get a feel for it, because I'm a little worried that that if I play Elden Ring first, I'm not going to want to play any of the others. For me, the open world game that I've put the most time into is Tears of the Kingdom, and I beat it just under the 200 hour mark, I think. Because that was a game where I was having so much fun with it, and I just didn't want to stop playing. And I didn't want to beat it too soon, like I didn't want it to be over. And so I tried to do as much as I could, or as much as I felt like I wanted to do before beating the game. So it was like doing almost every shrine, doing a bunch of side quests, and just like exploring the world. It's a good starting one, but kind of hard to get used to non-open world Souls-likes. Hard to get used to them after playing Elden Ring. Because that's kind of what I figured. Because I know that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are kind of divisive. But for me, I really love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Whereas I was never really a fan of 3D Zelda games before those. And so I feel like it would be kind of hard for me to go back to a more linear Zelda game now that I've played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So that's kind of how I feel about 3D Zelda. So that kind of makes sense. So yeah, maybe I should start with a Souls game or two. Golden Leaf, Mystic Egg, Keel Mango. Okay. Elden Ring, unlike Dark Souls 1, you can't get soft-locked. Can you get soft-locked in Dark Souls 1? I didn't know about that. Well, that's not really a surprise because I don't know much about Dark Souls in general. Is it a pretty easy softlock to stumble across, or do you have to work for it? It happened to you? What is it? Like, is it something that you have to try to do, or can it just happen to you accidentally? Because if it can just happen to you accidentally, then that seems not ideal. Whereas, like, there's plenty of games where you can get soft-locked, but you have to really try. For example, like, a lot of Pokemon games you can get soft-locked in, but you have to really try to do it. Like, you have to set it up in a, like, super elaborate way. And I think that's more fun. Like, I think a game allowing a softlock that you have to go out of your way to try and do is kind of fun. Because it becomes, like, this cool piece of trivia. And, like, just getting yourself softlocked can be kind of a challenge in itself. But if you don't have to try to do it at all, then that seems quite bad, because, like, you can just accidentally do it and create a horrible play experience for yourself. Well, the devs creating a horrible play experience for you. You just have 2 items that make you able to hit the enemies, which are horrible to deal with. Are you not supposed to be able to hit them, and being able to hit them is what causes something weird with the game? Now that I'm full on badges, I would kind of like to try to do some battles to see if I can get a badge drop for badge duping. Also, this song is just really good. Oh, you can't hit them at all without it. And so if you don't have those items, like if you get rid of them, then you just can't hit those enemies? Are they items you can only get once? Really? And how do you, like... How do you end up getting rid of them? Can you, like, sell them, or just use them when you're not supposed to? And then you're just unable to get more? Fire Jinx cost the same, I believe. Yeah. They aren't a one-time use? Okay. Then how do you get rid of them to make yourself unable to progress? Oh, by the way, I want to show off something that I didn't know about. No, get out of here. So I want to show you something that I didn't know about until very recently. If you use Spring Jump in a battle with a ceiling, you hit the ceiling. I think making it fall on you is probably just a random chance for a stage hazard. I'd assume that it's not guaranteed that spring jumping into it makes it fall. I'm just assuming that, like, maybe that just triggered a stage hazard, and the stage hazard happened to trigger was the ceiling falling. They are a one-time use? Okay. But I guess my main point is that it's something that's really easy to do on accident. Which seems like pretty poor design. I mean, I've always heard that Dark Souls 1 is like the most frustrating one, like it's the worst one. And that's not to say it isn't good, but I've just heard that Dark Souls 2 and 3 are much better. So, I think if I did play Dark Souls at some point, I would probably just skip 1 and play 2 and 3. Dark Souls 2. Oh wait, I need to actually use the shortcut. The softlock is in Dark Souls 2, or is it like what I've heard was the worst Dark Souls is Dark Souls 2? Because I've heard that 1 is okay. I see. And I know opinions are pretty split on like which Dark Souls is the worst, or like I know opinions are split on like certain Dark Souls games being good or bad. Oh, that's okay. Because I've heard that 2 is the best, and I've heard that 3 is the best, and I've heard people saying that I don't know. I've just heard a lot of different opinions about Dark Souls. So Dark Souls 1 through 3 do have like a story to them, right? Like what I mean is like the events of one game lead into the next one, right? Maybe not super directly, but I think I've heard that they reference like previous games, or like events from previous games kind of set up events from so like bad hitboxes and stuff. That's weird. Is that a pretty common occurrence, like bad hitboxes and stuff? That's kind of unfortunate. Because, I'm really patient with games. Like even games that are super frustrating or super difficult, I tend to be really patient. If I feel like a mistake was my fault, but if I feel like a mistake wasn't my fault, then it's much easier for me to get frustrated or annoyed. So if I play a game like Dark Souls, I would really want to feel like a mistake is my fault. So that doesn't sound very appealing to me. But I at least want to give 3 a shot. For example, I love Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is kind of a mix between Metroid and Dark Souls, where it's a Metroid-like game where you explore this world and you collect power-ups to be able to reach new areas. But also it's like Dark Souls in the fact that it's extremely difficult. And you have to like pick up your money after you die, or else you'll lose it. I played Hollow Knight for the first time on Switch, I had fun, but there were certain boss fights where I just kind of felt they were unfair. Like, I felt like I didn't have time to react to them. So, if I didn't have time to react, then I was, like, jumping to anticipate the boss's moves. But a lot of the bosses have attacks that they can do that kind of punish you for jumping when you're not supposed to. So, like, you're punished for being unable to react, but also punished for anticipating if you can't react. And there are a couple bosses that I tended to get pretty frustrated at. But then I played Hollow Knight on PC, and I realized what my problem was. On Switch, Hollow Knight has permanent VSync, which you just can't turn off, and it introduces input lag. Pretty bad input lag, if I may say. Like, it's when you try to jump, it's noticeable that it happens a significant amount of time, like after your jump input. And I think that's what the problem was. Like, I was reacting fast enough, but because of the input lag, I wasn't able to... I don't know, like, because of the input lag, I needed to have, like, an inhuman reaction time in order to make up for that input lag. But on PC, like, everything was just fine. So on PC, where the jump is pretty much instant, like instant on button press, I enjoyed Hollow Knight a lot more playing it on PC without input lag. Because when I made a mistake, then I no longer felt like it was the game's fault, because the controls were much more responsive. And I no longer felt like it was bad boss design. Because that wasn't actually the problem. The problem was just horrible input lag and the bosses not being designed with that sort of input lag. Main Souls games are Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring in the order of release. You've beaten the secret or true ending of Hollow Knight. Oh, awesome! The Dream No More ending. I think I've 100%ed Hollow Knight. A little bit more than that, because the DLC, like the free DLC, adds 12 more %. I believe the only things I have left to do are like the Pantheons past one. Like, I think I did the first Pantheon, but none of the others. Yeah, I really love that game. And I beat the true ending on Switch, like where the input lag was. It took me a lot of tries, but I'm really stubborn and persistent. And so I was there for a good like 1 or 2 hours just trying over and over and over. And it makes me want to try it on PC, because the reason I know that the PC version is much better is because I got it, and I wanted to complete the speedrun achievement, which is like, you know, get any ending in under 5 hours. And I wanted to do it on the PC version, and so I didn't get the Dream No More ending. I just got the regular Hollow Knight ending, because I wanted to be able to beat the game and didn't want to have to do a bunch of extra stuff to get an ending. But I do want to try the Dream No More ending, like, on PC at some point, to see if I have like, to see if I have a lot less trouble trying to beat the boss. Because when I played Hollow Knight on PC for the speedrun achievement, the only time I died was to a mantis, like a random mantis enemy in Queen's Gardens. So like Watcher Knights and just like several bosses that gave me a lot of trouble on the Switch version gave me very little trouble on the PC version. And part of that is probably because I had beaten the game before, and so I kind of knew like how to handle those bosses, and I already knew like what their attack patterns were. But part of it, I think, is just like less input lag, allowing me to be better at the game. Also, I know that Bloodborne is kind of part of the Dark Souls series. There are 3 Bloodborns as well, aren't there? So I do want to at least give Dark Souls 3 a shot, and then give the Bloodborne games a shot. If I end up liking Dark Souls. For Souls, I'd say Demon Souls, since it has a remake for better graphics. There's only 1 Bloodborne? Okay. So I know Demon Souls came before like the rest of them. I guess I'm just kind of working off of the general assumption that like later games in a series tend to be better, or at least a bit more polished. Like more of the kinks are worked out. And that's not true for every series or whatever. But that's a decent general assumption to have, I think. As long as I don't... Like, it's not good to have that assumption about every game regardless, but just knowing that it's a generalization and knowing that there are going to be exceptions is probably a pretty fine way to handle it. But, I don't know, is Demon Souls, like, rough around the edges or anything like that? Like, does it have any kinks that get worked out in later Souls games? Because, for example, Disgaea is a series where they add features, like, with each new game to make each new game, like, more polished and, like, work out some of the kinks. And so it's hard to... if you play a Disgaea game, like, later in the series, it's hard to go back to previous ones because, like, they're missing really good features. So I was wondering if Demon Souls has anything like that, where like if you play some of the later entries, it's kind of hard to go back to, or if it has anything that like makes it hard to play just on its own that gets worked out in later games. Remake, I believe that some got fixed, but it might be kind of like that. Okay. And I feel like I'd want to do some I feel like I'd want to do some research on like the general opinions of Souls games. Just to kind of get a better idea on like which ones I should check out and which ones are maybe not up my alley, or like, because I don't want to get a bad impression of the series or anything like that. Like I want to give it a chance, and I want to like have the best possible chance of liking it, I guess. So I might do some research on kind of the general consensus on the Souls games, just to see if there's a generally agreed upon like best one, or just to see if there's a like, if it's generally agreed upon that like certain ones are rougher ones. Like, because I just want to get a better idea of which one I should check out for my first one to like give myself the best possible chance of liking it. Because I do want to give it an honest shot, and that's kind of my way of giving something an honest shot, is trying to find the best one to give myself the best chance of liking it. Because I want to like things. Like, I want to discover new things that I like. I get no benefit from not liking something. And I don't want to like start with the wrong thing and then get a bad impression and have that put me off from playing other games that are actually really good. I must say you need to use a consumable item to see a person's summon sign. Oh, an Elden Ring. Okay. I can't say I really know what that means. But I do want to... Like, if there's any Souls game I want to give a shot, it's certainly Elden Ring. Like, even if I try a Souls game and end up not liking it, or even if I try all the Souls games and end up not liking them, I'll still probably want to give Elden Ring a shot at some point. Only I picked up that honey syrup that dropped from an enemy. Oh well. A link to farm the item to see my summon sign. Oh, so are summon signs for, like, other players, then? Because I know some of the Souls games have, like, multiplayer elements. Okay, I see. I know some of the Souls games have, like, multiplayer elements where you can, you can, like, take on bosses with other people and stuff like that. So is it kind of like that, where you can like summon a another player to help you out? Like, is that your way of like being ensured that you connect with a specific person for multiplayer? Okay, I see. Ah, okay. And is the multiplayer in Elden Ring similar to the multiplayer in previous Souls games? Because I don't remember which Souls game it is. It might be Bloodborne or it might be Dark Souls 2 or 3, but there's one that I know specifically that that has you be able to, like, even do PvP to, like, take another player's items and stuff. So I know it's not entirely co-op. It's more like you can... Downside is that you can be invaded in all of them. Yeah, yeah. I think that's what I'm describing. So, like, you can use multiplayer for co-op to, like, fight bosses with other people, or you can use that to, like, invade people and try to steal their stuff. Does that include Elden Ring? Like, can somebody just randomly invade you and come after you to take your stuff? Because if that's the case, I think I would rather play offline. Because I don't know if I would like the aspect of, like, being able to be invaded and, like, constantly having to be on edge that other players could come in at any time. Like, I think the game itself would put me on edge enough. There's a place in the round table hold, but they can't take your stuff. So there's kind of a location in the game where, like, your stuff can't be stolen. Can you still be invaded and killed, but they just can't steal anything? Sorry for asking so many questions, by the way. I'm just really curious about the Souls games. Because I've always heard they're good. Oh, I see. So there's a place where you can, like, PvP other players without putting your stuff at stake. Oh, not in Elden Ring at all? But that is a thing in some of the previous games, right? Like before Elden Ring? Okay. So, in games before Elden Ring, if you get invaded, your stuff can be taken, but in Elden Ring, you can get invaded, but your stuff can't be taken. Gotcha. Also, Item Hog has put in work. I've gotten an item from almost every battle I've had. And that's usually not how... Like, Item Hog doesn't guarantee an item drop, it just makes one pretty likely. But I feel like even now I'm getting pretty lucky with it. Now, if only I could get a badge. Really? You stopped me from being able to get, like, drops from that battle? Maybe it's just that one fight, but I probably had to do all of them. I only have a few of these left, I believe. If I have a little bit of time afterward, I may try to grind a little bit to show off badge duping on stream. Once I show it once, I probably will just do the rest of my badge dupe grinding off stream. Oh man, I needed a certain item for this, but I can't remember what it is. It's either like a dried shroom or a mushroom. I have a dried mushroom, so I'll just go get a regular mushroom in case that's what I need instead. You have a few different options on what you can give Bub. And I can't remember if the cheapest option is a dried mushroom or a regular mushroom. Yeah, I want to get badge duping on stream at least once. And then I won't do it on stream anymore. Because there's no point in me streaming just mindless grinding. Oh, it's a fright mask. Okay, well, I'll be right back then. There's this cute game I beat called Little Kitty Big City, which is fun. Oh man, I really want to play that game. I've had my eye on it ever since I saw that it was announced. And then I just kind of forgot about it for a while. Oh, I meant to sell my Whack-A-Bumps when I solved Chef Shimi's trouble. Oh well, I can do it. I can do it when I solve this trouble that I'm working on right now. I can just take the train back instead of the pipe. Yeah, I've had my eye on that game. Like around the time it was revealed, or there was some trailer for it that I saw like before it was released, and I really wanted to play it. And then I just kind of forgot about it. And I think it somewhat recently got a trailer for like it coming to Switch. So that reminded me that it exists, and I mainly play games on my Switch. So I really want to get it and play it. Do you think it's good? But I guess you said you had fun with it, so it's probably good. Just from the trailers that I've seen, awesome. Just from the trailers I've seen, it looks like a really special game. Because there's some games where you see it, or like you play the first little bit of it, and you can just tell that it's a really special game. Relaxing. Oh, that sounds nice. It's like a nice, chill game. And now I really want to get it. Has it already been released on Switch? Maybe? Hey Jax, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. I am almost done with the side quests in this game. I have just one more, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of grinding to try to show off a glitch in this game. Yeah, sorry. I like having all my stuff here in one place on YouTube, because I already have a YouTube channel. I've been doing stuff on this channel for like 10 years, maybe a little bit more. So, I don't know. I've heard that discoverability is really bad on Twitch. Like, if you're gonna do Twitch, then like the way you get discovered on Twitch is to make YouTube videos and get discovered on YouTube, so then people can come to your Twitch to watch it. And that just doesn't seem very intuitive to me, I guess. But also, I don't know if I'm going to stream enough hours on Twitch to qualify for any sort of monetization program. I mean, you have to have a certain number of, like, regular, like, consistent viewers as well, I think. Because it's a mix of, like, needing a consistent number of viewers and streaming a certain number of hours. So it's kind of a thing where, like, I don't know, I'm not going to be able to get monetized on Twitch if like the discoverability is bad, and so I'm going to need to do stuff on YouTube anyway. Whereas with YouTube, also I hate that Twitch doesn't save the VODs. It saves it for like a week or two, and that's it. So I understand that there's pros and cons. Like, yeah, sharing strikes on the same channel. Like, I know there's pros and cons to both. But I think what I would prefer is YouTube, just because I think I like the pros on YouTube more than the cons. Because, like, I don't know, I'm just trying to focus on this YouTube channel for now. And even if I don't edit videos to make on YouTube or anything like that, then I'm still, like, I still have YouTube videos just by streaming. What was I... trying to figure out which guy I need to talk to. But yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things where, like, discoverability isn't great on Twitch, and so I'd need to do both Twitch and YouTube. Whereas if I just do YouTube, then I don't know. I feel like I've already said that. I want to leave the screen and see what he says. You have editors who edit your VODs, yeah. I don't have anything like that. if I need stuff edited, I'm just the one who edits it. I have been wanting to... I've been wanting to do more stuff. I've been kind of wanting to see if I could get some sort of job with like other people's pre-existing channels, because like whatever I do, I just want to work in some sort of like creative field. Like I would like to work on a YouTube channel even if it's not mine, and so I've applied for a couple like editor positions. But, you know, I don't have experience or anything like that, so it's really hard to get hired when you, like, don't really have experience. Like, I have the know-how, I feel like I'm decent at it, I just don't really have a portfolio to show for it. Thunder Rage? I mean, not bad. It sells for a decent amount, probably. Oops. Nice. I'll just use it, because I don't care. I would like to discuss maybe editing for you at some point, because I think that would be fun. But yeah, it's... Some other reasons are, like... I don't really want to split my attention between two different platforms. Because, I don't know, I've been working on my YouTube channel, and I don't really feel like working on an entirely separate thing. So I want to see if just checking it will... Because Swab says something like, he says something like, what is it? You go back to him after you erase it, and he's like, did you erase it? And it's like, well, I can't go down there to check, so I trust you. So I want to see if, like, you just check it and then go back, if you can just lie to him and say that you erased it. And he'll still say, like, well, I can't check, so I believe you. Yeah, I think that's really cool. I want to do like charity streams and stuff, but I don't know. I want to do something creative for my job. Oh. Okay, so I do actually have to erase it. I'm closing because I don't want to spend the coins on that. And have to like spend the coins again. I'd rather only spend them once. Yeah, it's just like, I kind of want a job that I enjoy doing, and that would be my job. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, that sounds like a really good cause. I really do want to do something like that at some point. I just kind of... I don't know. I feel like it's not a bad thing to like want to take care of myself so then I can take care of other people later. Because it's kind of my reason for doing it. Like I would, if I ever do get like a big enough platform, I would love to be able to raise money for charity and stuff. It's just that I won't really have the time to stream or anything like that unless, or the time to make YouTube videos, unless it is my job. Because right now, like I'm working a part-time job, and that takes away from the amount of time that I have to do this. It's like, I don't know. If I feel like it's okay to say, like, I kind of need to, like, I feel like I need to take care of myself so that way I can take care of other people. Because, like, I'm also looking for my own, like, fulfillment. So, like, if I could, like, turn this into my job, you know, that means I would have a bigger platform for starters. So, like, any charity streams I do would be more successful. But also that just means that I have more time to do it. So, I don't know. Like, pretty much my whole life, I've been worried about appearing too selfish, or, like, being too selfish. And I've been entirely selfless. And more recently, I've been working on trying to understand, like, when it's okay to be selfish, like, when it's okay to take care of myself. Because it's all about having a healthy balance, right? So, I don't know. I feel like a previous me wouldn't have said something like that. Also, I'm pretty sure that's all the troubles, but I'm just gonna make sure. But present me is just trying to strike a better balance between helping others and helping myself. Does that make sense? Honestly, if there's anything that I dislike the most about YouTube streaming, it's just that it doesn't have as many features as Twitch does. Like, I really wish YouTube had, like, rating and hosting and things like that. Because that'd be awesome. Like, it'd be awesome to be able to rate people on YouTube streams. Yeah, I would just really love to make this my job at some point. What was I saying? Right, it was something about why I want to go with YouTube streaming. So another reason is with YouTube and Twitch, like only a small fraction of the people who watch on YouTube catch Twitch streams live. And part of it is probably because like it's a different platform. Like it's hard to get people to move to a different platform than one that they regularly use. So like most people who use YouTube probably just use YouTube and that's it. Like they probably don't also use Twitch. So I feel like the integration is a bit more seamless if I stream on YouTube, because that means that, you know, if people want to watch an edited video from a YouTube live stream, then it's on the same channel, like it's on the same platform. You know, click on my icon, and you're able to get there super quickly. Like it's much less of a hassle. And if people want to watch my streams or VODs, like from my edited videos, then they just do the same thing. So I just kind of like the integration and the seamlessness of being able to like stream on YouTube, because I want to like build up my YouTube channel and focus on it. So that's another reason for me. Alright, sounds good. I'll talk to you later. I would like to talk about this a bit more. But thank you again for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Okay, I may be streaming tomorrow, or I may be busy with other stuff tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get a badge drop. Like, I don't know if I'll have the time for it, depending on how unlucky I get. But I would really like to try to get one. I have about 30 more minutes or so to try and get this. I doubt if this is going to make them respawn. Okay. So if I'm going to walk back and forth here, I could just like go here to like reset the area. Also, in the original game, each enemy had like a certain set of like enemy loadouts. Each enemy on the overworld had a certain set of like enemy loadouts that it could spawn if you battle it. And so, like, when you enter a battle, you don't really know what you're getting. Like, you could get a few different loadouts. Whereas it seems like in the remake, enemy loadouts are more fixed. Oh my gosh. It's close call and close call P. I can kiss thief both of these and make them both drop. The worst part is I need a way to get that Paragoomba on the ground, and I don't have a way to do that without killing it. I should equip All or Nothing, because jumping on it and missing the action command should drop it, but not deal any damage with All or Nothing. So I need 4. And then All or Nothing should be with the attack increasing badges. Here we are. Okay. So I'm going to swap to Mouse and Kiss Thief. Right. And it... Wait. Wait, can't I just... Can I get multiple of the same badge to drop if I Kiss Thief the same enemy over and over? So, the way Kiss Thief works is, if you're full on badges, like, so you steal an enemy's badge, but if you're full on badges, then you steal a coin, but the item is guaranteed to drop after the battle. And maybe there's only one flag for it to set, stealing it from the enemy when you're full on badges just sets one flag that says, yeah, it will drop after battle, and maybe it doesn't drop after battle for each time you kiss Thief. I do want to try this out though. Oops. I'm going to Sweet Treat and then use Kiss Thief again, because I might get this SP bingo. Shoot. Those are the only 2 poison mushrooms that can appear. Oh, well, I guess I could have Sweet Feasted if I'm confident enough in my bingo ability. Nice. It's 1 SP, so it doesn't really matter, but meh. It's the most efficient. I know this is going to take a while. But I just really, really want to test this. So I believe that's 7? Yeah, back to what I was saying, I know in the original, there were different loadouts, and so, like, you were never guaranteed to get a certain loadout by encountering a certain enemy, like a specific enemy. Whereas it seems like in this game, enemy loadouts are pretty set, but the items they can hold are still pretty random, it seems. Also, any excuse I can get to listen to this song more. Yeah. I'll just Sweet Treat this. I don't need to restore health in a very, like, quick amount of time. Come on. Like, I can just Sweet Treat every turn with Mario, because Mario's not doing anything else. And that uses less FP, or SP. I think one more after this one. Because just in case this does work, I want to take advantage of the opportunity by getting as many of these as I can. Also, I never learned how to do, like, a proper Sweet Treat. Obviously. Because whenever I try to hit stuff, Like, me missing all that stuff was me, like, trying to aim for stuff. And because I haven't really practiced that, I generally just spam. Okay. That's 10. No! I don't get the close call now. What? Huh? So I've heard that Mouse is supposed to... When Mouse steals a badge, but your inventory's full, it's supposed to guarantee that badge. But the other badge dropped. So does it just guarantee a badge drop in general? Or does it not guarantee a badge drop at all? So that's one. Now toss the unsimplifier. That's two. And then toss the Jumpman. Wherever it is. Not down this low. It's probably with the other attack increasing badges. Here it is. And then toss something that I don't care about. And I don't care about... one of my 39 refunds. So now let's go check out the shop. That's so weird. So people said that it's supposed to guarantee a badge drop. Or it's supposed to guarantee a badge drop of the badge that you tried to steal with Kiss Thief. Have people just not gotten a battle with 2 badges? Like 2 enemies holding badges in order to be able to test if that theory is 100% accurate? Because two enemies holding badges is extremely rare. That's like a 1 or 2 in 300 multiplied by another 1 or 2 in 300. So if we assume like trying to figure out how to phrase this. Huh, okay, cool. So I can buy the refund. I can buy the close call that I got. So it did end up duping the close call as well. Oh yeah, right, I have to sell some badges. I'll just sell some of the refunds. But yeah, so the easiest you can find a badge is 2 in 300. So if we assume that the easiest you can, like, if we assume I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Like, the least amount of luck you would need is 2 in 300, like that's the highest chance. So the highest chance of getting 2 enemies holding badges in a battle is 2 in 300 times 2 over 300. Which is 4 over 90,000. Which comes to 0.004%. And the if we assume that that's the rarest chance, and that's 1 in 90,000? Which is a 0.001% chance? So, like, I don't know. There's probably somebody who has gotten a battle with two held badges before me. But the chance that they understand how rare that is and tell people about it online is probably very low. Because, like, a fraction of the people who have played this game are probably people who are going to talk about it online. And an even smaller fraction are people who are going to understand, like, how rare that is and be interested enough in this game to, like, have that level of knowledge about it. And, like, want to talk about it because they understand how rare that is. I feel like I should, like, tell somebody about this. Like, tell some Paper Mario Discord or something. That Kiss Thief doesn't... Like, if you're full on badges, Kiss Thief doesn't guarantee that you get the badge you tried to steal. Huh. This is so weird. I can't make sense of this, because I've only done this once. Like, for all I know, people could be wrong about Kiss Thief supposedly guaranteeing a badge drop if you're full on items. But that's something that I'll have to just test a little bit more to see how that works. Weird. Anyway, I completed all of the troubles, and even showed off my my first badge dupe, and that's pretty much all I wanted to do with this stream, and just in time too. Because this is about all the time I had anyway. So, wow, just the chance of getting two enemies holding badges. Still kind of reeling over that. But yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who watched me live, Ari and Jax, and thank you to anybody who might be watching this VOD in the future. I hope you guys had fun. Next time we're going to be doing the Pit of 100 trials again, and that should be it for this game, aside from some other like miscellaneous streams. But in the next stream we're going to get 100%. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. See you later.